very often, and particularly in your case, it's good to get some care even in between times, even when you're feeling great. That might be once a month, once every couple of months. Just like we go to the dentist to maintain our teeth. We don't wait until they say, well, it's going to fall out. We check it when the holes are really small, so you just fix it a little bit. And then you maintain it greater function. And I'll show you what I noticed last time was not functioning quite well. Can I gently push down on that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, push down, hold.
No, but what's sore is you push your thumb into my
Oh,
ankle.
you must have tenderness going on there, which is another thing. So let's use all my fingers.
Okay.
I'm going to push down. Do you see how that's weak?
Yes.
Is it a little sore when you push on that too, in here?
A little bit.
Yeah. Now, what happens is if I hold this here, that's where the nerve in the middle part of your back comes to supply this muscle here. Mm-hmm. And now I push. Ready? See how strong that is?
Yep.
And has the pain all gone away?
Yep.
Yeah. So what we're going to do when we treat you today is help that part of your back to function better.
Okay.
Okay. Now, meantime, could you sit up? Wait. If you do it that way, you're going to hurt the back, because this muscle that people often use the weight of the leg to help lever up their head and upper body joins in the middle where they're bending. And it goes into the leg, across here and into the front of the backbones and even into the spinal discs. So if you do that and you've already got a back problem, you're going to hurt it even more. So that's why sports trainers are always saying, lift this, bend your knees before you do a crunch, which we've already given you that exercise to do. That's really important to strengthen the tummy up. So, but always do that, getting up out of bed, up out of chairs with this bent, especially now when you do a crunch. Now, show me how you did that crunch. Yeah, now that's why I said bend this. Now, the other thing is when you do a crunch, that's as far as you have to go when you're first starting it. So you don't get too sore and then go, ow, this is terrible, and I don't want to do any more. Then what we want to do is, just like we were showing in the other video about the disc, bend across like that, absolutely, and then go back down, come up, and then hold it here, hold it for what, count of 3, and then quietly go back down. Now when you've got a sore back like this, we wouldn't have done this just a few days ago at all. But now, no?
No way.
But now that we're doing better, you can do that, but that's all. Just one of each. One up, one across this way. Because there's different lines of force coming across here. There's muscles going straight up and down, and there's muscles going this way and this way. When we come straight up, we're using all 3. Mm-hmm. But when we're coming this way, we're not using the ones like this. Wow. All right. So it's important to do that exercise. And I bet you, because you've got that tenderness there, if I touch you here, is that sore? Okay.
God.
And I hope the camera caught that. It was just a little bit, isn't it?
Yes.
Just a little bit. This is called the tensor fasciae latae. This here is called the tensor fasciae latae muscle. And what I've found is when we've already tested her for a weak hamstring in particular, that then makes this, and if this is weak, and what's happening is this muscle outside here, little thin muscle that shouldn't have to take the weight of everything else going on, it has to overwork. So if you're watching this and you're tender in this area, then there's probably something going on here or here, and you should have somebody who's expert at this and to look at it. And chiropractors should be really good at that, to look at that, and we'd certainly look at that if you were coming in here. So that's what's happening there, and it's just the slightest little bit of pressure is too much. Now as you strengthen this area, it's going to add a lot of support to the lower back, because these muscles, if you want to do a test, those who are watching, and you can do this later, when we bend forward, you'll notice your tummy tightens up. It's tightening up because it's connected all the way around to the back. And if this is weak, which it is in a lot of people, then that's where it leaves you vulnerable to low back injury. And that's part of the answer when you said, well, what's going wrong? You've got weak muscles because they're not connected. Mm-hmm. Now, if we held that, made the connection again, that leg went strong, didn't it?
Yes.
And that means the back, the original main cause of this is spinal problems causing interference to the nerve as it exits the back, meaning that the message is not getting through from the brain. The brain is saying lift, and it's getting garbled as that nerve gets interfered with as it comes out of the spine. When I hold the back into place a little bit, that message just flows through. But when I let go, it's weak, so we have to actually fix that.